Check. And we're live. Live. Hope everything's good. Let's see, what's my hat look like? Terrible. To cover up my non-cut hair. Blah, look at that. Can't cut that. How's everybody doing today? I know there's nobody here. Gonna kind of just go for a little bit. Got some stuff to talk about and want to work on this bear a little bit and get back to it. So want to get just a little bit done today. Won't be a long stream. Trying to get back in the swing of things and see how it goes. And let me minimize a couple things here. Minimize that. Keep this here. I should be able to work on a couple things organization-wise here. See how things are going, but we're here for the cocaine bear transformation. If anyone shows up, it's probably the worst time to stream, but it's the only time I got right now. Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year coming up. We'll talk about that later as well. But it is Christmas Eve. Everybody traveling, everybody working on stuff. Had some last minute stuff I had to get done today. Almost there. Well, let's talk about it. Let's get things done. Not a bad idea. But then, Jerry, if I did a water effect around it, then I have to build up something extra. And I think after I slept on it, how are you, by the way? After I slept on it, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. But I'm going to add some stuff to it, like texture paste, because I'm not happy with this texture here. I'm going to hide some of this. So I'm going to go in and kind of build up my own terrain stuff. I think I'm going to leave it. And then I might cut a piece of foam to go around it to kind of accentuate the base. But I'm going to fill this up. After I realized it kind of looks like a bear skin, I think I'm going to leave it. But I don't know. I was thinking water effects. I was even thinking of putting some water dripping down here and running it out, but then that's too much work. Just want to get something done. Which brings me to the other snag in the situation. These things. Vallejo. The mud. Thick mud. This color. And this color. I opened them all up. And they're all dried out. Completely. That's what each one of these, look at that. Okay, I think I solved the problem. No, because that's not true. I was thinking that if you take that white thing out, it helps reduce the seal and air gets in, but this one has the white thing in it, and this jar is completely done. So does anyone have a solution for these giant jars of Vallejo terrain mud stuff to keep them from drying out? I don't know how many, I mean, it's a little wet on the bottom, but each one of these has dried out. The only one that survived, and we'll talk about, luckily I had a backup. The one that survived is this one, the sand color. And there's nothing I did different with this. I think I'm gonna have to put them in a Ziploc bag. This one survived. And even though that's stupid. So these are getting thrown out, which is a giant waste of money, completely gone. So those are gone. Just throwing those over there. Makes me mad. The Monument Hobby ones that I have are all good. And I mean, I don't think I've even used them. This one's good. So I don't know this has that seal. I think I'm going to stick this peel off seal into the top so that it stays in there and it creates more of a seal. But man, what a waste. It's stuff like that that drives me crazy. And sometimes it feels like companies do it on purpose so that you have to keep rebuying things. And I'm not Not saying that's true, but that's what it feels like. Yeah, what the heck, dude? So what you doing, Jerry? What are you working on? All right, I got the bear. Let's switch cameras. Bench. Got the bear primed. Put just a coat of gray on there just to see what my so you can see it kind of looks like I have poop on my finger now. I wanted to check my seaming, and it's okay. There's a little like, I don't like that right there, so I might sand that. Around his butt is a little weird. We're in there, but for the most part, I think it's serviceable. It's a little weird right there too. That actually looks better than some of the other ones. Hey, Stormheart. Hey guys, do you remember who won? I'm missing from the last live show who won the Paul Gill piece, the Jeff Yeager replacement head. They never contacted me, so I gotta get that figured out. I don't think it was, I don't know. I'll probably just re-give it away. But that's where we're at. I think it's gonna be okay with what I got. This looks, matching this fur kind of sucks, but I think that's gonna work. I don't know. What do you think? What are you printing, Jerry? Which I have to do that as well. All right, I got my logs. So I think what I'm going to do, I was thinking over here, like in the front, the log pile, like one of those, like a little log pile, along with the logs in the fire that are burnt and are like people walked away. So I think I'm going to try and get those positioned that way today, and do something like that. Just have like a fire that was in there going, and start working on that. So I don't think, maybe I will run a quick just bead of AVs down that center. So I'll do that just so it's sealed up. Oh, I won't say anything. Oh, okay. Got my 2 parts of AVs here. I did it the wrong way by using the same hand. You can tell mine's getting kind of, it still works. It's close enough. Anybody traveling? Are you going anywhere? Probably shooting for maybe an hour. Once I get this covered, I think I'll probably stop there. I'm going to add some rocks, pull out my other terrain stuff, and see how it is. So, put my granny glasses on. Mic sound good? I didn't even check. So we'll see. Let's check that camera. Where's down, down, there. Over. There it is. Let's do that. Why is that crooked? That's better. So, Stormheart, what you working on? You going anywhere for the holidays? Doing anything fun? Staying home? It's almost trying to get a really thin bead. I'm just gonna. You have not missed much, Zip. I decided to leave it, but I'm gonna put maybe like a foam edge. Jerry had a good idea of putting like kind of water around it. That would do more than what I want to end up doing. I want to get this done. I want something done. Need something done. And of course, now I have a phone call. Hold, please. Hello? Streaming. What's up? Streaming. Yep. I know you didn't. I know. What's up? Why don't you just come home? We'll figure it out. So, all right. All right, bye. Okay. I knew I should have waited. All right. Putting that putty's bead in there. Let's see. How do you like that kit? Is it good? I like it. I'm afraid to paint it because it's gonna be a lot, I think, to get it to look like the box. But it's a cool kit. Try and get that in there. And go get some texture stuff. I'm not really worried about matching the texture here at all because I'm going to cover it with the mud stuff and then cover it with grass stuff. So I just want to get that filled in. Help give it some strength. I'm just using epoxy, AVs. Good old simple, easy way to do it. And then I'm gonna feather it out with just my finger. Throw some of the safety solvent on there, which I'm almost out of. You know what? That's not glued very well. So I'm gonna take some of this extra, stuff it in the bottom. Yeah, it is the best. Although Magic Sculpt, I found there's some reasons I like it sometimes, and my worry is I'm getting allergic to it, sensitive to it, so I'm trying not to use it as much as I used to when I can, but or wear gloves, and as obviously right now I'm not wearing gloves. But I think let's just get that packed in the corner. That should help stabilize it when it's done. Zip, you doing anything today? Zizik? All right. Let's go with that now. So I think I'm going to leave this rock as like where the logs go. So I think I'm going to put, this one might be a little too big. Yeah, it's too big. I could put it, that one's too big. I need some paper towels. So I can glue this. Oh, wow. What's the temperature down there? It's actually pretty nice here. It's like 55, almost 60. I was walking around with just a hoodie. Last week it was like minus 20 wind chill. What's going on? All right. Log pile. Let's start with getting at least just one on there. Do that. That's almost the same here. All right, let's just glue. And this could look like crap. We'll find out. I'm gonna put a bead of glue there. Kick it. Let's take a smaller one. maybe put it there. Can it see better? Yeah, put a smaller one there, maybe. There. Okay. And then let's do, I want to try and keep it odd numbers. So does that one fit in the layer better? I like this one for the campfire. It has a little more character to it. So I'm gonna keep that one, I think, in there. That might look too. Actually, no, that's okay. I don't want it to look too planned. I'm just gonna kick that one too. Okay. So there. Let's go. I think I'm gonna do 5 in the log pile. So that's the start. And it'll help kind of create depth. You got the log pile up here. I'm planning on putting the cocaine bag there. Gummy bear. 70, yeah, I know. It's gonna be hot here too. It was originally they were saying 70s for us, but I don't think it's gonna quite get there. This one looks too big. Or no? One, two, three, four. Like that. I think that's it. I think that's the log pile. So let's do that on the rock. Get that there. And then this one goes there. There we go. There. Pick it. There's my log pile. I think that's what we're going to do. All right. Log pile done. Now let's work on the fire. The fire pit should, because my theory is the story here is the bear shows up, people ran away, fire wasn't started yet, or the fire was smoldering. So should it be like teepee style fire, or should it just kind of be piled in there weird? I'm gonna try and get some other kind of like that. Or I'm gonna have to put some ash and stuff in there too. It's gonna be kind of weird. Although that kind of looks like it. Actually, let me go and fill these holes up real quick. It's a bear scat. Yeah. Or is it Swatch scat? All right, fill up those holes. Get those done. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that's your traditional cooking thing. So if the fire had been burning a while, then yeah, then it wouldn't be like that. But let's try. I have to kind of glue them down. Like that. Like they were just starting the fire. So let's start with one log down in the center. What's camera's better? That one. Oh, that's the cool one. I think I might need more logs. I'll probably get some other sticks and stuff. Throw in there. Start with that one. This one can get put up like that. Yeah. Overhead. I think like that. And then this one can go like that. I think that's because it's got that dent in it. It's a smaller version of that other one. I'm just going to throw some glue on that. There. think that's that one. Well, let's put this going that. There's going to be, I don't think I'm going to have any flames. There'll be no flames. It's going to be like the fire's out. So that's going to be a paint decision when we get there. I'm going to probably make it look like it's been burned out a while. And have it, maybe some glowing coals in there. That I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't want any fire. I want it like the fire's out. So we'll do that. That's in glue. Come on. Don't glue to my hand. There we go. And then one, two, three, two, I think 6. One more right there. Body parts. Nah. Don't want any gore in this one. Just drugs. And gore on the bear. There'll be blood on the bear, but no outward gore. This is not there. Wait, turn. There we go. I think I'm doing that. Pick it. All right. Does this take away too much? Does that take away too much? Does it hide it? Nah. All right, let's go. Bear's going there. Yeah, I think that works. Turn it more. Actually, should we look at it this way? So more like, trying to figure out, I gotta make some feet prints. I think it's gonna go like that. Okay, let's start covering. I know I got some rocks. A bunch of other stuff. Let's see. Where's my bigger rocks? These. Those. Nope. That just spilled. Okay. Let's do some of these. Got some of these I'll throw in there. Some of those. Along with my mud. See how that starts playing out. What's everybody going on? Barry, what's going on? How are you, sir? So let's start. Where's my plastic spatula? Not here. Now this is all going to get covered with turf, like grass turf. So I'm just going and getting mud around on top of this. Getting rid of the texture that's already there in places. I want it covered up. I'll get a crappy brush later on and get rid of some of this. Especially around these rocks. I want to look. That looks, I think that's supposed to be a tree stump. Doesn't really look like one. Or something. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But I especially want to build this up around this stuff so it doesn't look as fake. And I didn't miss much. That's for sure. I gotta watch those movies for the next one. I gotta get going on that. You know what? After we agreed to do it for the next series, I realized I never saw part 2. So now I gotta watch. I'm guessing I should probably watch that before watching the series. Probably don't need to, but kind of want to, just so I'm up to date. I'm gonna wipe that off with my finger in a second. I'm gonna get my plastic spatula. Hang on. Ooh, knocking stuff down. Right here. This one's better. This one, this stupid spatula from Citadel works a little better because it's got some flex to it. This one's fine. It just, now I got stuff in the texture. This one you can get, it bends a little bit and it helps. Especially for getting in like tighter areas. I want to be around that rock that the logs are sitting on. Still want to use this for getting out big amounts. I can even use this to build up. Maybe I'll use this to texture up the edges. Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Yay. That way it's just not that smooth, weird. Yeah, that's the plan. I'll add some of my rocks in a moment. No, there's no other figure. It's just going to be like the people ran away. And I wanted to keep it as close to the original, just Cave Bear, without... I know there's the add-on right with the caveman kind of thing, but I'm just going to leave it as just the bear. You know what? That totally works for around the edge. But then I don't like the shape. It adds something that it was missing. So that's kind of cool. Should I put that? This is fun. Everybody see anything good? Any good movies? Anything good to talk about? Any new kits? Anybody got new kits? It's like cake batter. I could get a piece of paper and I'm afraid, well, it might stick. Get some plastic. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. Let me get, just see. Do I have a piece of plastic I could set this on? I don't think I do. Oh no, they have 70% off. I didn't even look. When did my mini factory do their Christmas sale yet? Their holiday, did that start? I didn't even know they had a 70% off sale. Although I have so many Patreons right now that I'm on, it's hard. I gotta get rid of some. Now that the old peg, I'm not using that, so I'm gonna just cover that up. It's not gonna end up as part of it. I put a rock pile there or something. I don't know what these are supposed to be. Fossils or something? It might take, you know, I might do this a first pass, let this dry overnight, and then come back and set this on some plastic and do around the edges a little more so you don't get, although here's where I'm going to run into issues. I'm going to have to make that look like stone. But for the most part, it's pretty good. Let me grab this. Which stepping off ones did you get? Ooh, okay, so they are back to their... Stepping off does such good things. I bought that Aubrey Hepburn. Did I talk about it on the show? It is, I love it, but the necklace, you have to like, there's a, if you did buy that, I'll give it to you what I did with the necklace to try and keep the pieces together. Because you have to support each pearl on the necklace. And it wouldn't print right. Yeah, thank you, Skill. Thank you, Steve. Dude, we just talked about it in the beginning of the show. I'm throwing away 3 jars of Vallejo because they're all dried out. It's so stupid. It's like, why can't they make a seal that works for those? Every single one. So yeah, I'm going to have to plastic wrap this one too. It's dumb. Super dumb. Get right in this corner here. Build up some of that. Yeah, it's going to take a couple coats of this to get what I want, I think. I'm not trying to be too careful with it. Could I feel the weight change in my hand in the beginning? I'm going to leave that. Gotta get some in here. I know, but I haven't used them in probably a long time, actually, but it's dumb. And they have to know that those cans don't seal. It's not like it's a surprise to them, but I think they purposely like that because now I got to go buy 3 more. All right, let's do more of the edges. Build that up. Oh, nice. I think I have the bright on this tool. The Vampirella looks good. Maybe I'll just do, I'm gonna find a way to hold this. I will just do around here to match. Can I build that up? Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna build that. I'm gonna change the shape. Figure out where to hold this. Let's set this down on some paper towels, I think. No, I missed some spots. I'm trying to get that. It's a little better. It's like brownie mixture. Yeah, I'll definitely need to go a second time and just add on top of this. I think I got most of it. Nope, right there. Okay. I'm gonna push some in here. I think I'm just gonna put it on some foam, like do like a cutout around it just to raise it up. I might end up just leaving this the way it is. We'll see how it looks. Might just leave it like that. It kind of helps. I don't hate it as much anymore. It kind of breaks up that edge enough. You know what I mean? Instead of having just the straight plasticky looking edge. It kind of helps. I might just leave it like that. All right, let me get some paper towels under there so it doesn't stick to the bench. There. You know what? Let's move it. There. Okay, so let's add a couple more stones into that while we got it, just to build it up. That actually doesn't look terrible like that. It's not sitting flat though. That's a problem. So let's add some more of these in here. Just to add to it. So it doesn't look like the straight Prehistoric Scenes kit. And again, trying to keep odd numbers on things. It's an artist trick. Sometimes even numbers look too planned. So I like to try and do things in odd. So that's 4 rocks right there. So I like to try and, that's 3. So I'll leave that little one there. This one I'll probably put an extra rock there. And then we'll spray all of this eventually. Ashes, I think, man, how do you simulate ash? Now I kind of want it to stick. And I'll just peel the paper off. Because I want, maybe I should. Although it's doing, I kind of want it to get off the bottom. But I think, I'm just going to leave it. We'll see what happens. We'll come back when it gets all screwed up. When we get all screwed up, you can say I told you so. Yeah, I am going to put the bear there once I figure out. So I want the bear. This is a no going back almost. I don't think you can even tell. But my problem is the bear's feet don't lay flat. So I almost have to kind of get him pinned in there and then build up around there. So I'm just going to drill a hole kind of in that area. Let's just do this. Ha! Look at that. Went through. This is normally my drill for drilling out gun barrels. Got wrapped up in there. We're good. Okay. A rock fell. Did a rock fall? So let me go get a pin. Do I have one here? Let me just use one of these real fast. Broken Q-tip. Just to kind of hold. Where's the hole? What? It's not big enough? Grr. I'm gonna do what you said. I'm laying it flat on there for now. I gotta wash my hands. Give me 1 second. You'll be able to hear me. Washing hands. Okay. Let's get back at it. Ouch. Okay, so get a new paper towel. I might have to go drill that out again. Why did this pull out? Does that not fit? Seriously? Does it fit on here? Should wait till this dries. Too long. Gotta cut it. Here's my clippers. Boy, that went flying. And that came out. Come on. It's just a temporary thing. Okay. God, what the heck? So that's kind of where I want it. But see how that foot, I don't think you can tell. That foot looks weird because of the way it kind of comes off. But I think I might end up having to leave it. Let's get some more rocks. But I think that's where we're at. Let's get some more of these stones in there. Throw a stone over here. Another little one there. The bag is going back there. I'm going to turn that a little more. The bag's going back there so you can see it. Kind of behind it, like he's protecting it. That in there. A couple other stones just kind of scattered around. I'm going to have to let this dry overnight. Not much I can do here in a minute. Let's get that there. Looks like some of the mud came out there. Like I said, it's going to have grass over it. It's not going to be muddy looking. This one I'm going to make 2 rocks, though. I have some tufts, like with some dirt. We need a rock over here to kind of keep it flowing throughout. So we go from here to there, maybe one in the back as well. Do one there. Okay. I think that's it for rocks. I think we're good. And then let's get this. So Scott, Steven, you got me. Are you saying put the lid on and wrap it in saran wrap? Or are you saying saran wrap over this and then put this on? Or wrap it like that? What's the tip that everyone needs to know when it comes to doing that disaster? Okay, that works. That works. So everything looks good, everybody. I think that's all I can do right now. The second, so just take some wrap and wrap it up. Okay. It sucks that that's the case. But I think that is where we are. I'm going to do what Mike said. I'm going to put it up on here and let that dry. Let's go. I'm going to move the camera up. And let's see. So, yeah. The light kind of sucks. Let's try that. How's that? Any better? So I think that's... But adding that, I think, fixed my problems with the edge. Instead of building up AVs in there, that, I think, fixed what I needed to fix. That, I feel a lot better about it. Yeah, I think I'd squeeze some off here. No wrap under the lid. Gotcha. So this works to me. Hey, is Oak Island on this week because of the holiday? Does anybody know? I'm going to watch it on the replay tomorrow, but... So I am going to have to build up under his feet, I think, and maybe... But this got to dry. It's got to be done in layers. So next video will be... Damn it. Will be some of that. Get a coat of paint on here. Yeah, this definitely... Breaking up that edge is exactly what I was talking about. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, wrap first, then lid. So dumb. Do I even have plastic wrap? We gotta have plastic wrap. There. Okay. I'm gonna just close this for now till I go get it. Thanks. It helps having about 4 brains working on something. But I think that's where we're at. I got to figure out now. I got to go back and watch the movie and see where the like somehow sculpt a bag to go with it. I did look for some that were STLs or something, but I didn't see any. So yeah, it looks at what makes it look way more organic. That's what I was going for. It looked too plastic and fake before. So I'm gonna let that dry, add a little more on there, and I'm kind of happy. Some of this stuff on them. I'm kind of happy with that. So probably gonna stop there for today. Let it dry. Hit it with a hair dryer. No, I'll probably just let it kind of dry on its own. I gotta get right there and see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that works. Are you geared? Okay. Looks a little wonky right there. Okay. That's it. I think I'm good. All right, everybody. We got to let that dry. Sorry, not much else I can do for the video. I do have some other things back here that we're going to be getting to. Phantom of the Opera is next after Cocaine Bear. And then I got some other stuff planned. I think then it's time to finally tackle the Rights and Frankenstein. I'm going to do like one part at a time. So we'll go with that. But I'm sorry I haven't been able to be on. Just work has sucked. And it's Christmas break, so I don't come home angry. Cool. I'm excited. Should be fun. All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to let this dry. We'll come back. Probably not tomorrow. We'll be back this week at some point. I might do a little off camera just to get us caught up and go from there. So we'll talk to everybody next time. Thanks for being here. That was kind of a short stream. That's okay. And we'll go. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yes, Zippy. Maybe I'll come on during the day tomorrow. And we'll see. But time frame? There's no time frame. It's just, I can't. I want to. I need to get a better schedule at it. I like to do it on a certain time, but it just, life gets in the way all the time. I got to go find some plastic wrap. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.